Yo, what's good, people? Shane G, Eric G.
What up?
We here. It's Battle Rap Mondays live on the Ethos Media Network.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? So we're going to do it a little different. We're still going to be discussing the same topics. But, you know, since we didn't get a strike, but we got a warning from URL and Smack. Like next time,
chill out.
Next time you run our content, then we are going to be striking y'all niggas. So, you know, we're not doing that going forward. We are going to be discussing battle rap still, though. And there's a wonderful website right here called battlerap.com that has all of the battles' lyric breakdowns on there. So that's what we're going to do today instead. So what we're going to be talking about is B Magic versus Conceited. Now, just to provide a little bit of context about this battle, Conceited was one of the guys who, if you remember me a few episodes ago, I was telling you all how, like, everybody kind of had that mixtape, Benny the Butcher, Conway flow when they rapped on beats, and then they kind of had, like, just a standard battle flow in a way.
Yeah.
So you could kind of hear it, like on the acapella verses when they were actually battling. You could kind of hear the flow and be like, I could hear that on mixtape, you know. So Conceited was one of the first guys who I remember watching who completely broke away from that formula. He focused solely on punchlines. So rather than trying to be really rhymey or having dope rhyme schemes or you know, multi-syllable rhyming, that type of thing, that wasn't really his focus. He could do it, and he does do it sometimes, but the focus is punching. And so that was what he basically got known for. He got known for being one of the best punchliners in battle rap. And just like his flow was way slower than the average thing. It was almost more like how they compare it to like slam poetry. It is more of that type of, you know, delivery versus like a rap flow, you know. So that was what Conceited was known for. He was kind of the punchline guy for years. And then he went to Wild 'N Out. And when he was on Wild 'N Out with Nick Cannon, like before he started being like really focused prominently on the show, he was a cast member, but it was just like, you know, lower roles here and there. So he wasn't battling as much is the point. And so during that time, another guy named B Magic from St. Louis, Conceited's from New York, and B Magic is from St. Louis. And so he essentially took the crown when Khan was gone. Like that 2011 to like 2013, 2014 era when Conceited wasn't really battling like that. B Magic was the punchline guy at that point, but he had more of a traditional rap flow. Like I always felt like B Magic kind of rapped offbeat how like Big L rapped on beats.
Yeah.
Does that make you like, you know what I'm saying?
Makes sense.
Like if you listen to Big L's raps and the way he crafts punchlines and the way that he would structure his flow, it's very similar to how B Magic raps in battles.
Yeah,
you know,
very much so.
Now B Magic does not rap like that really on tracks. He does more of a mainstream kind of trappy flow on tracks. But when he's battling, he raps like Big L on a beat.
Yeah.
So I'm going to share this page from battlerap.com. This is the lyric breakdown of B Magic versus Conceited. And this is one of those battles where it was mostly focused on rap ability because this was just a who's the best punchliner contest, basically.
Oh, yeah, I remember this battle.
Yeah, this was basically just who has the better punchlines battle. So see fully transcribed lyrics to the battle that crowned URL's punchline champion. So we're gonna go over some of my favorite bars. You know, I'm gonna get Lil Bro's input, you know what I mean? Because he was watching these battles with me, especially when I was like heavily into battle rap. Like I was showing him all the shit. Like,
oh yeah, I was right there.
He was right there. So with that being said, let's kick off round one. B Magic. He says, "You finally stopped ducking Well, let's get straight to work. I grab the tools, about to act a fool like it's April 1st. Fifth'll blow, lift your soul. This is no day in church. Sex on the beach. This bitch gonna get laid in dirt. So, to me, nothing too crazy there. It's just he's setting up he's just showing you what he can do, basically, in that verse. So, straight to work, April 1st, day in church, laid in dirt. Obviously, that all rhymes. Then he's got grab the tools, act a fool. Then he's got fifth'll blow, lift your soul. This is no. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he's just showing off his rhyme ability in those first 4 bars. Like that sex on the beach, this bitch gonna get laid in dirt. That's not really that crazy of a punchline. It's just the way he delivered it, and then with the compound rhymes that he already laid out is what made it ill. So we'll continue. Listen up, Reggie. Reggie is Conceited's real name. So listen up, Reggie. I hop out the Cavalier, them shots flame. Bandana on me with the 30-30. I'm John Wayne. Conceited, gonna catch every shell it contain. Then I'm running back to the Cavalier, LeBron James. So obviously,
this is where he starts stepping it up.
This is where he starts cooking. Obviously, he hops out the Cavalier, which is a car. You know what I'm saying? The shots flame, bandana on me with the 30-30. I'm John Wayne, conceited, gonna catch every shell it contains. And now he's just playing off his name. Then I'm running back to the Cavalier, LeBron James. So obviously LeBron left the Cleveland Cavaliers, went to Miami, and then went back. He thinking he's sick. Now that's a hypochondriac. Thinking he's sick, don't give a fuck how hypercon react. So that's just a play on words. Hypochondriac, hyperchondriac. Again, playing off of the whole con thing. And now, before I continue, this is also an example of when it started, the rhyme started becoming more personal, and it was just like you had time to prepare for the dude you was battling.
Yeah, this is when you could tell that not only did it get more personal, but like the wordplay was getting a lot more intricate as well.
Yeah, wordplay was getting way more intricate. Again, like they're crafting rhymes specifically for the person they're battling versus just having rhymes on deck. So this is what I mean when I say like getting towards the newer era. Granted, this battle's, if not 10 years old, close to it.
It's getting there.
But this is still more of a reflection of new battle rap where it's like, yo, you're going to battle this person. You have 3 months to prepare for it. And then you can just come up with shit for that whole 3 months and then memorize it and spit it. So that's why he has so many bars that are specifically aimed at Conceited, because he's had time to study him.
Well, that's also why.
Plus, he knew he wanted to battle him for years before he got a chance to. Like, he knew that this is going to be a thing, so he probably had rhymes on deck forever. What was you about to say?
That's also why, in this era, choking is looked at a little bit differently than it was back then. Whereas back then, if you choked even a little bit or anything like that, it was over. Whereas here, they'll give you a little more leeway.
Way more.
Like they'll let you run the verse back if the crowd overtakes it. They'll let you run the verse back.
Yeah.
If you do choke, they will still let you go if you remember the rest of your rhymes after that. Mm-hmm. It's still a definite hit against that round. But if you remember the rest of it, that's way better than just forgetting the whole round in its entirety.
Because now this is how that works. Like now, if your opponent chokes in the same round as you, then it goes back to just who shit is better.
Exactly.
If you choke and your opponent doesn't choke, it kind of doesn't matter how good your round was. It could be way more intricate, way more punchline heavy, way more personal, all of those things. But if you choke in the middle of that, kind of doesn't matter how fire it was, because the dude who got through his round clean automatically wins, even if he doesn't say anything.
Yeah, even if his round is trash.
His round could be trash, and he still automatically wins that round. Now, the out, like I said, is if he chokes too. That's why it's better to finish your round than not to. Because if the other person chokes too, then we have we're on the same level again. So that's a good point with the choking thing. And I think they give more grace to it too, because of the amount of material you have to rap. Like,
exactly.
You're getting, because if you think about it, a 3-minute song is what? Is
a 3-minute song is
3 verses and 2 choruses.
I wouldn't even say 3 verses or verses. I'd say 2. especially in today's era.
Well,
Well, you know what I mean. You know, what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah, fair
For
enough.
the normal format, yeah, three verses, hook twice, maybe a bridge.
Maybe a bridge. That's about a 3 to 4 minute song. So, like, if that's the case, then you got to think about that. They're basically writing 3 songs that they can only perform once.
Yeah.
That they have to memorize with no beat.
Yeah,
that nobody else knows.
It's not verses that they're memorizing song lengths.
Song lengths, because each round is 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's basically like 48 to maybe 56 bars per verse. You know what I mean? And if you rap faster, then that's going to be way more. Like, we've already gotten through a 16.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is very early in the round.
Yeah.
We've gotten through a 16-bar verse already.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, thinking he's sick, don't give a fuck how Hypercon react. I say, buck the machine, I bet he changed. That's a laundromat. That's sweet. Buck the machine, I bet he changed. It's a laundromat. That's dope. Steel peel, something ill will hit his Pontiac. Now that's a nice line because there's a rapper named Ill Will from Pontiac, Michigan. So he's saying the steel pill and something ill will hit his Pontiac. So it's just a play on the name Ill Will and saying something ill will hit him. So that's fire. Am I the meanest? Sure enough. Well, let's converse. I heard Ron dissing a converse. He kiss a converse. He'll be puffy trying to dance with me. Farnsworth, 9 verse, P.O. nigga, I'm making con work. So obviously we can break that little part down. Am I the meanest? Sure enough. Well, let's converse. Obviously, Bruce Leroy. I heard Ron dissing a converse. He'll kiss a converse. Ron is another battle rap personality. So he'll be puffy trying to dance with me. Farnsworth. So basically he'll beat him up, leave him bruised. Puffy, Combs. Farnsworth Bentley was his guy, the guy with the umbrella. 9 verse. P.O. nigga, I'm making con work. POs make convicts go to work. So he's making a con work. P.O. nigga. Yeah. I'm never scared. It's be magic with this bone crusher. Fuck the ambulance. You might as well call the Ghostbusters. When this foe touch you, I'm telling you good. You'll see a Crazy K if you don't get your tail from the hood. So Crazy K was a character in the movie Tales from the Hood. So, and you'll see a Crazy K. That one's a little self-explanatory. But you see the rate that he's punching.
Yeah. Like,
he's punching like every 2 to 4 bars. And sometimes his setups are punchlines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in the Am I the meanest? Show enough. Well, let's converse. I heard Ron dissing a Converse. He kiss a Converse. That's a punch with like, and that's also the setup because the con work is the punchline. So this is what B Magic does. So
it's like a punch within the setup.
Yeah. It's B Magic, the 4-holder. I'm more doper. Don't make me call up the war soldiers. The war's over. Ain't nothing good about me reaching in that Toyota. See, condo will get took, and that's a foreclosure. I'm telling y'all get that.
Mm-hmm.
Your whole name say, I want to be defeated. What type of straight nigga say, I want to be conceited? I'm heated and straps, slid in with the crew. Done broke more niggas down than Hidden Colors too. How you want it? Say it. I'll kill that nigga. I'll slap the shit out of this Kevin Hart built ass nigga. See, I don't feel that nigga. This K-Shine, you can zip him up. Don't smoke Reggie, but something blunt will spill his guts. Turn up from where they move and shooting. See, now this is where he gets freaky with the flow. I'm gonna see if I can do it from memory. Turn up from where they move and looting and shooting that boy. St. Louis truest. You see the news and we shooting them toys. Give me the room and I'm moving on you and your unit of yours. To keep the beef fresh, I'll keep something aluminum for you. So obviously aluminum foil, keep the beef fresh. Like that's hard.
Oh yeah. This is where you really start cooking.
Yeah. My flow's sicker. You talking like you dumping. Shoot something. Wahlberg and Denzel, nigga, I brought 2 guns, so do something. Don't say I ain't tell them. I'll stick them up with the Dillinger like the babyface Nelson. I am here. B Magic versus Tevin Campbell. Can we talk? Catch bullets. That's what the 80 for. Randy Moss. Back in my arms again. I am the boss. I will survive until we meet again like Diana Ross. Google that, you snitch ass. That shit made up. Kevin Gates. Your bitch ass will get ate up. Good one. For non-believers who thinking I won't get you killed, just take it from me. You'll get the steal. I walk up on him like, make the right move. 30,000 in 30 minutes or I'll take your life, fool. He said, huh? I bucked the 40 on him like, all right, cool. Now that's progressive after I pull the name your price tool. So that's B Magic's first round. Now,
motherfucking Magic.
B motherfucking Magic. Good round.
Yeah, very
good round.
Good opening round. Nothing super crazy.
The aluminum foil line was probably the best one.
Yeah.
That was probably his best line just because of the setup also. Like, that was when he got in the freaky flow. The thing that was true. It's moving on you and that unit of yours and all of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think he even started doing that on stage when he was rapping. He was moving on you and that unit of yours. Like, doing the little performance with it. Yeah. Because normally Big Magic's kind of a stand there and rap at you, nigga. But in that part, he started feeling himself.
Yeah.
So. All right, so this is
Conceited.
Calm first round. Yo, it's what y'all been waiting for. Conceited versus B Magic. This a homie. I'm the one that taught this kid how to drop his shit. Make him get on the potty. Y'all done finally putting the Karate Kid against Mr. Miyagi. But since y'all think Magic's worth it, I'm going to be a plastic surgeon because I'm fixing a body. So I'm finna body him, fixing a body. Nigga, you only rep the blue till the death of you when it's beneficial. This nigga want to be very crip till I leave him very crippled. Them real lokes run up on him. You see a flag get dropped without a ref and whistle. So don't say that color's in your vein and your crippin' is dead official, because we all say you like Beyonce. We don't believe that blue was ever in you. Remember, there was a rumor going around that Beyonce wasn't really pregnant and all that shit. And they had somebody else had a baby and all of that. So that's where that comes from. That's a dope line for the time, because that was like a relevant punchline at the time. That's the thing that you notice about battle rap too, when niggas who use like current event bars. It's like sometimes that shit doesn't necessarily age well. Yeah. Or like people won't get the reference because it only applies to like that era or that time. So, nigga, you don't get the pistol or be dumping out the strap. You're just running out your trap. How is your name Magic and you still ain't pulling nothing out the cap? Good one.
That was good.
Nigga, I'm coming at the gat. I'm coming with the gat at the spur of the moment. That nose is longer. I'll put that Ginobili on you. I took the heat out like Tony Parker, and Hollow killed Joe ass just like Total Slaughter. If y'all remember, Hollow the Don battled Joe, so the way he said Hollow killed Joe ass, it sounded like he said Joe, but he said killed your ass. So it was just, slick play on words.
Yep.
It ain't no secret. I'm not gonna say that word. It ain't no secret. You know I'm harder. My style's way better. Your style's too plain in the building like the Trade Center. Fire. Everybody can get these two texts like it's a chain letter. You're going to see one arm pop up, Swave Sever. His dad only has one arm, a battle rapper named Swave Sever. So that became a punchline for a while too. Like, wow. One arm pop lines were very popular for a little while. As soon as niggas were like, wait, your dad ain't got an arm? Oh. Everybody material. Like, for the smallest problems, let hollows from the case stretch you. You can get hit with a tip over something tiny like Mayweather. Y'all know this nigga be Magic, Black Magic, June. That's real rap. But this nigga's real name is Jerry Douglas. That's not a punchline. That's real facts. Oh, what you thought I didn't know? Infrareds on top of hammers, beams with the scope. You're going to see a bunch of ratchets and rednecks on Jerry like the Springer Show. Fire. Yeah. Once he says that, like, that's the thing. Like, he'll do that as the setup. But this nigga's real name is Jerry Douglas. That's not a punchline. That's real facts. Pretty much his next, like, 8 to 12 lines are going to be Jerry punchlines at that point. Like, that's a very consistent, conceited feature. It's like, what he'll do that. But this nigga's real name is blah, blah, blah. That's real facts. And they don't have a bunch of lines with that in there. Or against Arsenal, he was like, but this nigga's a bus driver. That's not a punchline. That's real facts. And then he had a bunch of bus driver flips after that. Twin guns. I'll fill drums and you lift them both. I'm the type to raise up 2 Black 4s to niggas like different strokes. Now, the way he said it, like, made it sound like, and he kind of had that New York accent with it, so it sounded like he said 2 Black Foster niggas, which is to show different strokes. Arnold and Willis got raised by the white man. So I'm the type to raise up 2 black 4s to niggas, foster niggas, like different strokes. Nigga, I will hit your folks when I'm spraying. Your whole family getting in the clip like the Wayans. I'll even go to... Now, this is where Conceited separates himself from every other punchliner when he does shit like this. This is the most amazing shit I've ever heard in my life. Still. I'll even go to Black Church. Remember, his name is B Magic, which stands for Black Magic. Keep that in mind with this line. I'll even go to Black Church with a pastor... No, I'm sorry. I'll even go to Black Church where the pastor ratchet, the deacon be singing, let us pray, bow your heads, and we amen. Slow it down, I just dissed you. I said pass the ratchet, the deacon be singing, let us spray, we'll bow your heads when we amen. He turned literally every word of that first sentence into adjacent words in the second sentence that all sound exactly like the first words, and both sentences make sense.
Yeah.
That's incredible brain power to me. I don't know how he did that.
And he's done that a few times.
Yeah.
Different.
He's done it multiple times. It's called a slow it down. That's like his normal, that's like his finishing move. You know what I'm saying? On some wrestling shit. But like, that was the most complicated one that I've ever heard. Like, think about that. Yeah. I'll even go to Black Church where the pastor ratchet, so where the turns into, he doesn't even say where the in the second one. He gets right to the pastor ratchet. So I'll go to Black's church where the pastor is ratchet, is what he's saying. The deacon be singing, let us pray, bow your heads, and we amen. So past the ratchet, the D, the Desert Eagle, can be singing. So instead of deacon be singing, it's D can be singing. Let us spray instead of let us pray. Right. We'll bow your heads when we aiming, you know, gun sound effect, bow when we're aiming at you. Instead, like, that's incredible.
Yeah, like, how did he do that?
That's insane.
I don't understand how he did that. That's where he, again, just like you said, he's completely separated.
He just shows the difference. And like, okay, yeah, you niggas can punchline, but can you do this?
Right.
Insane. Nigga, I ain't playing. What you gonna do when that gap bursts slugs? Until you see that ratchet show like Bad Girls Club. Nigga, you're gonna run to the crib. You ain't even sorta hard. Talking that jazz, I'll bring the shelter where you live like 40 bars. So there was a rumor that this rapper named 40 Bars was homeless and she lived in a shelter, and that got exposed in a rap battle against Jazz the rapper.
Yeah.
So if you're talking that jazz, I'll bring the shell to where you live like 40 bars. I'll bring the shelter where you live like 40 bars. So that's the reason you only making racket over the net with like a tennis ball is because my style is something that blackjack without a deck of cards. I mean, nigga, you stole my setups down to the way I say every bar. That's why nobody will ever know who the hell you are. How does it feel to steal everything like Aladdin and it still didn't get you far? Jafar.
It's cooking, man.
So learn how to be your own fucking man and man up, nigga. I bet you won't swear to it and put your right hand up, nigga. That we all know when we're watching Seinfeld's, the only time we'll see Jerry be a stand-up nigga. So that's hard. Obviously, Jerry Seinfeld does stand-up comedy.
And brought the Jerry back.
And he brought the Jerry back. I showed you how to do a battle with straight punches, though. Pay attention. I'm just teaching June. That's summer school. Remember, June is his nickname also, so he's throwing that in there.
Yep.
But he act like he been rapping like that and nothing was the same. Little shorty stop. You like 40 Glock. You ain't bringing no punches to the game. So that's just round one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to go over the whole battle with y'all. I highly suggest that you go watch it yourselves because it's very entertaining.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It gets crazy in round two.
It definitely gets crazier in round two. But so just off of those two rounds, I would give it to Conceited.
Oh, for sure. Not without question. I mean, just off the one slow it down bar that we were discussing.
That was kind of what gave it to him for me, because I would say I like B Magic's flow better overall because he raps just at a pace that I enjoy listening to.
Right.
He raps like a rapper, whereas Conceited is kind of just talking to you.
Yeah. But it's the way that Conceited did it in this round in this way, I think.
Yeah, like he did enough to keep up with Magic when it comes to, because Magic's lyricism wasn't over the top crazy.
Right.
his rhyming and all of that stuff, but I consider that more like flow shit. He was kind of doing more flowy type shit.
Exactly.
So, yeah, based on like actual battle, like, are you battling your opponent?
Right.
I think Conceited did a better job of that than B Magic did in the
Yeah.
first round. And then two, yeah, that slow it down was just the most incredible shit I've
that blew
ever
it out
heard.
of the water. Blew it out of the water.
Just insanity.
You
Like,
couldn't have said anything to that.
so yeah, in my opinion, Conceited definitely got that first round.
Yeah.
If I remember right, I feel like overall opinion is that B Magic won the battle though.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
I believe that's why they go the 3 rounds, you know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you might have got me on this first round or the second round or whatever one, like, but there's 3. You got to beat me 3.
Yeah.
You have to beat me at least twice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's where it gets dope at. So it's like, yeah, Magic might have lost that first round, but if he came back and won round 2 and round 3, battle's
And there
his.
you go. That's one of those battles that the first round doesn't set the tone for the rest of the battle.
No,
It
it
go
doesn't.
either way still.
Because Conceited, if I'm remembering correctly, kind of goes downhill from there. Like his
Yeah.
first round was his strongest round, whereas B Magic was heating up the longer the battle went.
Right.
It's almost like he saved all his really good shit for later.
Exactly.
Whereas Khan almost burned out
all
all of his
the
good shit in the first
beginning.
round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely one of the all-time great battles for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And shout out to Conceited for being on Wild and Out and shit. He was one of the first, battle rappers from this era of battle rap. Not the Smack DVD era, but the actual URL era to do something mainstream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Hitman opened the door. So shout out to Hitman. He was the first one over there. Then Khan went over there. Then Sharon went over there from King of the Dot. Shout out to Sharon. He's one of the best freestylers, like off the top of the head freestylers,
Right.
like in battles, probably ever. Who else is over there? Charlie Clips. I believe
yeah,
Charlie
that's right.
Clips is
Yep,
on
yep,
Wild and Out,
yep.
or at least was. I don't know if he still is.
Yep.
So yeah, there's mad people, you know what I mean? So it's dope that it's dope that my mom wants to be on the live stream.
Yeah, I guess so. Here we go.
Hey mom. Yeah, he's sitting right
Yeah.
next to me. We're on live stream
Yeah,
right
we
now.
are on live.
We're on live stream right now. We are currently live streaming on YouTube. Say hi. You're live
You're
too.
live.
You
Yeah,
can say
you're
hi.
live. Say hi to the people.
Hello, people.
There you go. Okay. Never mind. Yeah. So, shout out to mom.
Yes.
But yeah, we're about to get up out of here anyway, so I'm going to call her back. But yeah, so I really personally enjoyed this battle. You know what I'm saying? And it's just fire. So
Yeah.
Go check it out. Conceited versus B Magic. We'll be back next week. If y'all want to
Same time, same place.
see us review another battle, or just give our thoughts and opinions on it and all that stuff. Remember, we're just getting y'all in the mindset of listening to bars, because when we launch these freestyle, not really battles, but just freestyle sessions that we're gonna have starting up here soon. We want y'all to be able to listen for the lines and the actual content. So definitely make sure to stay tuned for that. Outside
Yes,
of that,
sir.
Eric, you got anything?
I'm good, man.
All right. Check us out on Monday mornings for bar exam.
Yes, sir.
And check us out on Wednesdays. New episode of OTI is dropping this week. And check us out on Saturdays for Politics as Usual. Outside of that, it's Shane G, Ethos Media Network.
Eric G, we out.
Peace.